You wake up and already feel the weight pressing down. The question circles in your head like a storm. What am I supposed to do with my life? Everyone seems to know where they're going. Everyone looks like they have a map. And you feel like you're standing in the middle of a desert without a compass. The horizon stretches in every direction. No signposts, no certainty, just sand and silence. But here is the truth the Stoics understood. Direction is not something you stumble across out there in the world. It is not waiting for you like treasure buried beneath the earth. It is something you build, day by day, step by step, choice by choice. You may not know where the path leads, but you always know where your foot will land next, and that is enough. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who ruled the most powerful empire on earth, wrote to himself in the pages of his journal, "Stop wandering. Stop pretending you will live forever. Focus on what is in front of you. Do what is necessary. Do it with justice. Do it with strength. Do it with humility." His words cut through centuries because the problem you face now is the same one he faced then. What should I do with this moment? The answer? Do what is at hand. We suffer because we believe purpose is a grand revelation, a lightning bolt from the sky, a single decision that fixes everything. But that is an illusion. The Stoics remind us that purpose is not discovered, it is cultivated, it is practiced, like a muscle. You don't wait to be told what to do. You take the smallest task in front of you, and you do it with excellence. Wash a dish with care. Speak with honesty. Learn with attention. From these ordinary things, a life of meaning begins to form.
Directionless people chase certainty. They want a map with every turn labeled. But life never gives maps. It gives terrain. You learn where you are by walking, by trying, by failing, by adjusting. A sailor does not curse the lack of a straight path across the sea. He uses the winds. He reads the stars. He moves forward, little by little. The same is true for you. You don't need the whole plan. You only need the discipline to take the next step. Seneca once said that our problem is not that life is short. The problem is that we waste it. We burn hours waiting for inspiration. We waste days scrolling, numbing, distracting ourselves. All because we think the real thing has not started yet. But it has. Your life is happening right now. Every breath is your life. Every conversation, every thought. The Stoics were asked, what are you doing with it? If you feel lost, start here. Stop demanding certainty. Stop demanding clarity. Focus instead on virtue. Are you acting with courage? Are you acting with self-control? Are you acting with justice toward others? Are you acting with wisdom in your judgments? These four virtues were the compass of the Stoics. Follow them, and you are never truly lost. You may not know the destination, but you will always know you are moving in the right direction. The world wants you to compare, to measure yourself against timelines, careers, possessions, followers. The Stoics teach a harder truth. None of that matters. What matters is your character. What matters is your mind. What matters is how you respond to fortune, to adversity, to opportunity. You can be broke and honorable. You can be unseen and at peace. You can be rejected and still live with dignity. That is a success no one can take from you.
But make no mistake, Stoicism is not an excuse for passivity. It is not a philosophy of sitting still, waiting for destiny to knock. It is a philosophy of action. You may not control the outcomes, but you always control the effort. You always control the decision to begin. The directionless person suffers because they believe the first step must be perfect. But perfection is not required, only motion. A crooked step forward is better than endless hesitation. Epictetus was born a slave, beaten, denied freedom. He had every reason to surrender to despair. Yet he taught generations with a single conviction: you may not control the circumstances of your life, but you control your will. You control your choices. You control the meaning you give to every event. He turned chains into wisdom. If he could rise above his condition, so can you rise above your confusion. So stop asking what you should do with your life. Ask instead, what kind of person do I want to be? The path emerges from that question. If you want to be courageous, act with courage today. If you want to be wise, learn something useful today. If you want to be kind, show kindness to someone today. Purpose is not a grand monument. It is the brick you lay again and again until one day you look up and see a temple where once there was nothing. The fear of being lost often comes from comparison. You scroll and see people with businesses, careers, relationships, direction. But you do not see their nights of doubt. You do not see their private struggles. Everyone is navigating. Everyone is guessing. The Stoics remind us, you cannot measure your path by another's. You can only measure your choices against your values.
Remember, too, that direction is not found in comfort. It is carved out in challenge. A muscle grows by resistance. A person grows by trial. Stop fearing mistakes. Stop fearing wrong turns. Each one teaches. Each one strengthens. Seneca wrote that no wind is favorable to the sailor who does not know to which port he sails. But once you choose a direction, even imperfectly, the winds of life begin to serve you. Ask yourself not what job title will impress. Ask yourself not what path will guarantee applause. Ask instead, what would I do if I was not afraid of failing? What would I do if no one else was watching? What action feels honest to who I am? There, you will find the seeds of direction. Life is not meant to be controlled. It is meant to be navigated. Storms will come. Opportunities will vanish. People will betray. Plans will collapse. And yet, the Stoics teach that the obstacle becomes the way. The setback becomes fuel. The difficulty becomes training. The question is not whether you know your final destination. The question is whether you will meet each moment with strength. Do not underestimate the power of small beginnings. A journal page written each morning can anchor you. A walk taken with attention can center you. A single act of honesty can align you. The world wants grand gestures. The Stoics want consistent practice. That is how direction is built, quietly, patiently, unshakably. The truth is, you may never find the one perfect calling. You may never find a single passion that defines you, and that is not failure. That is freedom. You can live many lives in one. You can explore, adapt, change. The only constant is your character. Build that, and you will never be truly directionless. So breathe. You do not need to figure it all out today. You do not need the whole map. You only need the courage to take the step in front of you, to live this day with attention, to act with virtue, to meet whatever happens with calm strength. And if you do that, when you look back years from now, you will see that you were never lost. You were becoming, you were building, you were walking the path all along. That is the Stoic way. Not certainty, not comfort,
but clarity in the moment, integrity in the action, resilience in the face of chaos. You may not know where your life will lead, but you can know how you will live it, and that is enough.